Hey guys, just thought I'd randomly make a video of something. So, you probably already know that there might be some confusion that people think that Robert Patinson is going to be playing the new Batman. Here's the thing, he's not been cast. Okay, he is not officially playing Batman. He's in the line to be playing Batman. He is not playing the Caped Crusader, okay? Just want to make very clear on that, okay? But one thing I will say is this. The history of Batman casts hasn't always brought people together until they've at least seen the movie. Like, for example, when Michael Keaton was cast, people didn't like the idea of him being Batman. Look how that turned out. Christian Bale, same thing. And Ben Affleck, even though I hate him in that role. But that's not what this is about. What this is about is this. This is not in any way different, but also it's not quite the same as what we've had in the past, because here's the thing. There are so many Batmans out there. There are so many actors who've actually done this role. And there are a few of them who've really done it well. I'm not talking about Kevin Conroy, I'm not talking about Adam West. I'm talking about Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. Now, although Christian Bale's voice does, in a way, put me off a little bit, I don't hate what he did. I think he did really well for what he was bringing to the character apart from the Batman voice. I thought he did a really good Bruce Wayne. And if I'm being honest, if he toned down the growliness of that voice, he would have been a really good Batman. Almost on par with Keaton. But the thing about Keaton is, what makes him good is the performance he puts into it. You know, Bruce Wayne is very mysterious. You wouldn't necessarily suspect him as Batman, but when he's Batman, very intimidating. A quiet kind of Batman, so he doesn't speak a lot. But when he does speak, you know, he means business. And here's the thing, I don't hate Robert Pattinson as an actor. I've not seen him in a lot of things. Really, the only film I've really seen him in is Harry Potter. Seriously, that's the only thing I've seen him in. But I've seen a few clips of Twilight. I avoided myself as much as possible to watch that. Not for sexist purposes, but it just looked like it was going to be crap for me. But I'm sure he's gone on to do other things after Twilight. Because the thing is, the last one was, what, 7 years ago? Like, guys, get over it. And also, might I remind you that the thing is, he was actually kind of phoning it in for that role on purpose. There's a video of him in interviews for Twilight where he even admits that there's a flaw with the whole book. Seriously, the fact that Stephanie Meyer, and this is what he actually said. He actually said she had a sex dream once and decided to make a book about it. There. So don't blame Robert Pattinson for making it. And also, even though I'm giving him a bit more credit, he's not my ideal choice for Batman. And the thing is, they're trying to go young, so they're not going to get Carl Urban or John Hamm because they're old. They're mid to late 40s, nearly 50s at best. So you're not going to get them as Batman, although they would be fantastic. And the other problem I have is there are so many young people sort of my age and Robert Pattinson's age that just don't have that core element of what makes a Batman. You have to have the sort of Kevin Conroy level of Batman, Michael Keaton at best. And Kevin Conroy, to me, is so distinct as the character just by doing the voice. And that alone, to me, is Batman. In the same way that Christopher Reeve is Superman. And I don't picture anything or anyone else as him. So, in terms of the choice that I would pick, here's my choice. Don't make another Batman film. Seriously, Just don't do it. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because it's been milked quite a few times this decade. In 2012, we had The Dark Knight Rises. 4 years before that, 2008, we had The Dark Knight, which is the last good live action Batman film. The last actual really good one. I'm being honest about that. Okay, cartoon films don't count and games do not count. Okay? 4 years later, The Dark Knight Rises wasn't very good, although a lot of people like it, and it's subjective. It's your opinion. 4 years after The Dark Knight Rises, you had Batman v Superman, and a year after The Dark Knight Rises, we had a new Batman, cast completely. Just like that. July 2013, or August 2013, I remember the day it happened. I woke up and I was like, what? No! And the thing is, the reason why I say don't do it is because there's a cash cow element to what Warner Brothers are doing, and the lack of creativity has been very low. Have you noticed how phoned in Affleck was in Justice League, particularly in Justice League? Go back and watch that. There's a scene where they're all standing together and Ben Affleck looks like he's going to faint. Like, he looks over bloated and he's just not there. Yes, I know they did reshoots, and yes, he was going through rehab. I get that. And that's not the first time that has happened to him, because in Daredevil, he went through a similar thing. Rinse and repeat. I don't consider Affleck the worst actor, but I don't really consider him a good actor either. He can be good in certain roles that he's picked for, and you need to have certain actors to play roles like Batman, Superman. Christopher Reeve wasn't very well known when he was cast. Chris Evans, Captain America. When he was cast, I was like, no. And it wasn't because he was playing Johnny Storm. At this point, they were going to stop making those films. My problem was he was too funny. Or not quite, sort of 1940s like. Proved me wrong completely. That's an example of someone who can actually transform themselves into the role. Because he was the right age, he was 30, like younger even. He was like 28, 29 when he did it. Maybe Robert Patinson, if he does actually play Batman, maybe he can actually transform, because he can do a brooding side. He's a bit skinny, but he can bulk up a little bit. I mean, he needs to really transform into that. But seriously, just don't make any more. Don't make any more, because this is 4 years after Justice League, which is 2021. Justice League was 2017. 2021, 13 years after The Dark Knight, and you've had almost 2 reboots of Batman after that. Whether you want to count The Batman as another reboot or not, I count it as a reboot, because Affleck's not going to play Batman anymore. He's done. He's hung up the cape. So, yeah. I mean, what do you guys think about this? I mean, that's just my view. I mean, if you think that they should just keep making Batman films, and you love that, that's fine. I just want to see more Marvel films. I want to see other characters getting their spotlight, like Captain Marvel. And I was really looking forward to Captain Marvel. I enjoyed it. Endgame's a whole other lather. That spoiler discussion will come up, but it's not a really good time to do that. So yeah, not found the great opportunity to do it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Peace out.